Hey, my friends, welcome to day number 7 of this very gentle, passive workout. Hopefully, you've enjoyed them. Today, we're going to be focusing on the shoulders, and you're going to need a resistance band. So, go grab that. We're going to be doing some stretches, but we're also going to be doing some activation, and it's going to feel really good. So, if you've enjoyed these workouts, can you please comment below and let me know? It really makes a difference, so I know if these are even helpful for you or not. And if you'd like more, please put that below too, because I would love to know that. With that, we're going to go to the floor, but some of these you can do from a chair. So if you would prefer to be in a seated position, grab a chair as well, and we'll get started. So if you would like to do these from a seated or standing position rather than on a mat, all you can do is just do the shoulder stretch here. Okay. I know if you're tired, you probably just want to sit, right? And that's totally fine. So go ahead and sit in a chair and do this. If you would like to add a little bit of a lower back stretch or glute stretch, maybe even a quad stretch to it, then we're going to go to the floor and we're going to do this, thread the needle on the floor. So for those who want to be on the floor, you're going to start in a high child's pose, and you're just going to reach palm facing up, your right hand under your body, and then settle your forehead to the floor. And this is going to be a nice stretch in the back of that shoulder, even into some oblique, maybe some lat and rhomboid. If you prefer to sit your heels on your hips or to lay flat on your stomach, you can do that too. So it just depends on what feels best for you and what you're looking for. For me, I am usually tight in that middle back area, so this is my favorite, but it's really up to you. If you're in a chair, you can always change where your stretch is. So you can go high with your arm, right across center, and drop it down to change where the stretch is through your shoulder, okay? So we're going to hang here for another 15 seconds. Okay, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Good. All right, now we get to switch sides, switch arms. So we're going to thread that left arm underneath the body. You can sit high, you can sit low in that child's pose, whatever you're comfortable with. Just please make sure your palm is facing up when you're threading your needles so that you don't put any strain in your rotator cuff, okay? Another option for you is to try those different positions, lying position, a regular child's pose position, because you might feel that one side is tighter in different places than the other. So you might play with it and just see how it feels to you if you notice a difference between the two sides. Usually our dominant hand side is a tighter side than the non-dominant side, usually. So play with it and see if you notice a difference. I'll hang here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Great. Okay, now we're going to go using your resistance band. You can go to the chair, which might be a little more difficult unless you sit on the edge of the chair. Kneeling, you could sit on the floor in a crisscross applesauce, however is comfortable for you. But what you're going to do is go just front to back. You can do this from a standing position too, okay? So your palms are going to touch the band front and then touch back. Now, there's a chance you might feel instead of shoulder, You might feel some pec, some like chest. That's normal. But this is supposed to be a nice little front of the shoulder opener, as well as getting some mobility through those shoulders. So if you don't have a resistance band, you can use a towel. You can use a broomstick. The resistance band is a little bit more forgiving because it stretches if you don't have a whole lot of mobility. But the goal, is to be able to grab narrow and do the movement. Now here's the deal. If you're going through the movement and you feel a huge stretch like right here, hang out there and just let it stretch. Settle into that stretch and hold it there for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever you're comfortable with, as long as it's not causing strain at all through your shoulder joint. Sound good? Great. So we're going to hang for another 15 seconds. That feels really good. I don't know about you guys. That's nice. All right, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of activation for your shoulders. 2 exercises. You're done with your resistance band. I'm going to start with plank to downward dog. So you're going to be ideally, now if you struggle with plank or your lower back is tired and being in a plank is a challenge, you can do these on a table or a chair. Here's my chair. So you'll just do a plank to downward dog. Okay, so this is your option for those who struggle with planks on the floor. But for those who can be on the floor, then we're going to be in a high plank. Okay, and then just go into a downward dog, pushing those heels into the floor, turning your elbows so they're facing your toes, and then go back into a plank, and then to a downward dog. Good. We're going to do about 7 of these. Great. Trying to get those heels in the floor so you get a nice little calf stretch as well. Good. Here's 4. This puts some nice movement through your shoulders. What I really want you to focus on is keeping those elbows pointing towards your toes, and that will work through your back and help your shoulders out by giving your back more work to do because it's a bigger muscle than those shoulders. Great. Okay. Let's do one more. And last one here. Downward dog. Good. Okay, excellent. Hopefully that felt really good. Just getting some movement through your scapulas and your front of your shoulders, back to your shoulders. Last one is a reverse plank or a tabletop position. It's going to be a huge shoulder and chest opener. So we're going to be facing up. The easier version to do a tabletop, and that looks like this. So you're just going, your feet are out, fingertips ideally are pointing towards your ankles, but if you don't have the mobility through your shoulder and you need to point those fingertips back behind you, that's fine. Just please be aware of how your shoulder joint feels. So that's the easier version. The goal here is to try to get those hips in line with your knees. Now, that's the easier version. The more challenging version is to have those legs straight and lift and go into a hold there. If both of those are like, no way, can't do that, that's okay. Grab your chair, and from a seated position, I just want you to push your hips this way, okay? That's way easier on the lower back and the shoulders. And like the closer your feet are, the easier it is. The farther away your feet are, the harder it is, okay? So that's your option in case being on the floor is way too challenging. Okay, so for those who want to be on the floor, great. Those who want the chair, great. Remember, this is your workout. It's not supposed to hurt you, it's just supposed to help you, give you a little bit of challenge, and make you feel really good because you're doing something for yourself. So we're going to do just 5 seconds up, and then we'll slowly lower down. And we'll see how we feel after 5, okay? So I'm going to do tabletop because I'm still trying to recover myself from being sick. So here we go. We're going to lift 3, 4, 5. Slow lower down. Good. Little break, and here we go. Lift nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow lower down. Good. Lift. Try and get those hips as high as you can. 4, 5. Good. That was 3. Here we go. Here's 4. Lift. And lower. Let's do one more. Lift. Good. 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, little break. How did that feel? Hopefully good. Yeah, that was enough, maybe? If you want to do more, you can. I don't know how your shoulders are doing, but we're nearing that 10-minute mark. So I'm going to call it here. You are free to do as many as you'd like. And I just want to say thanks for joining me over these 7 days. And again, if these were helpful, if you'd like more, or if they were too challenging and you want something a little bit more simple, meaning not as aggressive with the activation exercises, let me know. With that, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you at the next workout.